Hey, y'all. We're going to get us a reading for the sign of Libra. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button. So, I'm going to cut the deck, and we're going to get into it with the main energy for the sign of Libra. Now, Libra, bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Wands. So, this speaks of somebody battling to maintain control right now. Somebody might feel as if they're having a lot of different people coming at them all of a sudden, you know, like, yeah. But somebody is more so standing their ground when it comes to them facing challenges, you know, and overcoming obstacles or something like that. So we're going to get the main energy out on the table. First card out, we have 9 of Swords. So somebody is feeling hopeless right now. Somebody might be having issues, you know, like facing themselves. They might be feeling shameful or something like that. Some type of grief. We have a Page of Swords. So this Page of Swords speaks of somebody having some type of relentless mindset when it came to them causing a 10 of Swords to somebody, causing some type of painful ending. It's really giving something about somebody feeling shameful about backstabbing somebody that was close to them. You have the Temperance. So with this Temperance energy, this speaks of something going on over a certain amount of time or something like that. Yeah. And you have 6 of Swords. And you see it came out sideways. So it's giving that somebody did something for so long, you decided to choose calmer waters. When you decided to choose calmer waters and separate yourself from a situation, you know, it caused a sudden change for somebody. It was an issue for somebody to maintain control of a situation, control of their life, is what I'm hearing. You got the 6 of Cups. So this 6 of Cups speaks of, you know, like a past energy. You may have left and went to somebody to help you or something like that. Like, you know, maybe you moved back home or you moved with a family member. It's something like that. And you have 6, I'm sorry, I was going to say 6 of Cups again. But you have the Justice out here. So it's given that is justice for a situation. That's the scales being balanced out. That's dealing with truth and honesty. So you may have went, you know, and confided in someone and they gave you, you know what I mean, like a honest perception. With this 2 of Swords, this 2 of Swords speaks of somebody having to make a decision, a difficult decision. Somebody may even be avoiding making a difficult decision right now. You have 8 of Wands, but it's given that something is changing quickly. Or some type of communication is taking place quickly, you know. So, yeah, something changed too fast for somebody to be able to keep a hold of it, you know. And, yeah, it's given that you slipped through somebody's fingers or something like that, Libra. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck that may have been unpredicted due to something going a certain type of way for a certain amount of time. It's like somebody felt like they just knew the routine. What's going on with this 9 of Swords? Why is this person hopeless? You have Knight of Wands. So somebody may have been reckless with their creative energy. This speaks of somebody being filled with passion with their movements. You know, somebody may have been very fiery with the actions that they were taking. Like, really didn't care about danger, didn't care, you know, about the end results. You have the Chariot energy. So this speaks of somebody feeling as if they have some type of authority or something like that. But you have 4 of Swords. So with this 4 of Swords, it's something with somebody's authority ending, though. They left behind familiar territory, and now it's like it put them in a position of having to step back, you know, contemplate. It's 13 Swords out here, so this might even actually speak of some type of death or something like that. Clarify this 4 of Swords. What is this 4 of Swords? It's really giving somebody was very passionate about stepping up and laying something to rest. But again, it's with that 10 of Swords, it's causing some type of heartbreak, some type of dis-ease for another individual. And a tower took place. Something suddenly changed for them, you know. What's going on with this Tower? Yeah, you got the World card. So a cycle came to completion or something like that. Or somebody's, it's something about an internet personality or something like that. Something was very chaotic, though. It's really given that a veil was dropped, you know what I mean? And people were actually able to see this person. Somebody had some type of immature way of going about things, you know? And they really didn't mind because, again, it was able to get them far thus far until they came across you. So you have 8 of Pentacles. With this 8 of Pentacles, this speaks of somebody mastering something, somebody being focused. Like somebody felt like their passions was going to pay off for them eventually. You know, something was going to pay off for them. It's some type of jackpot energy. Somebody was hoping that they were going to run across somebody that was going to level them up. Look, you have Ace of Swords. So this Ace of Swords speaks of somebody having some type of mental clarity. It's like somebody decided, you know, to jump into the Chariot energy and push forward when it came to laying something to rest. You have 9 of Cups. With this 9 of Cups, it speaks of somebody being satisfied. You know, when it came to them stepping back from something or them retreating from something. And you have this Ace of Wands, which came out sideways. That's giving somebody feeling inspired. That's giving a new project. You know, that's giving some type of forward movement. But it came out sideways. Look, and then you have a King of Wands in the reverse. So it's giving somebody has some type of delays or something like that. It was a Tower when it came to this new project that somebody was focused on starting again. And it seems as if it has destroyed their confidence or something like that. Yeah. Somebody is being very arrogant, though, you know what I mean, when it came to their exploring. Like somebody was being reckless. They didn't care. Disrespectful. Real disrespectful. But something came to completion. Somebody may have even exposed something on the internet about another individual or something like that. Look, you got a King of Pentacles with the Moon card. That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to this Temperance, like somebody had been patient enough, you know, with this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles was trying to master again, like, it's something with the art of their wand, like being in a stable position, providing a stable position for them, seeming as if, you know, they care, is what it's giving me, or something like that. Like they care about, you know, the others around them and being able to be some type of support system, but it's like they really don't, you know. Somebody was actually trying to master, like, again, this fiery, this passion, this Knight of Wands energy. They was trying to master cloaking their self with this Moon card, hiding, you know. Yeah, but it's some type of mental breakthrough. Somebody has some type of hidden, like, somebody may have even had a dream or something and kept it to their self, you know, when it came to this authority. It made them feel like they had some type of authority to operate in secrecy. What's going on with this Moon card? You got 3 of Wands in Judgment. So when it came to this 3 of Wands, like somebody didn't foresee this judgment call. First of all, is what I'm going to say. But this 3 of Wands speaks of somebody taking action, somebody moving forward, you know, somebody traveling, somebody expanding on something. And they were satisfied, again, with laying to rest what they were leaving behind. But again, they weren't expecting this judgment call when it came to this new project that they wanted to start. Somebody didn't close out a cycle properly, in which it destroyed, again, their new forward movement. What's going on with this Judgment? Ace of Cups. Judgment was called on the new beginning when it came to this King of Wands in the reverse in this contract. Somebody didn't abide by the spiritual rules that they were supposed to. So it's something about when it comes to this new beginning, rightfully, you are able to release the baggage and leave a situation behind. You know, it's given, even if you had some type of spiritual contract or divine contract with this person where you guys were supposed to help each other this lifetime, they forfeited the end of the contract, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you have 5 of Wands. So you deciding to release this baggage actually created some type of conflict for this King of Pentacles. What's this conflict about? You have High Priestess. So it's something about this High Priestess energy that was hidden. Something was cloaked when it came to you. And you actually had a mental breakthrough about the authority that you had in a situation. Give me more on this High Priestess. You went through some type of purification process as well, too. Yeah, Queen of Swords. And you came out and you set some type of boundaries. You turned your back on this trickster energy is what it is. And you set boundaries. You raised your sword, you know. It's something about you going through a cleansing process and being able to completely see things for what they are. You know, you turn like you could see what this person had going on, and you could see that they were being deceitful. You could see things that had taken place from the past. You could see what was going on present now. You know what I mean? Like it was like a puzzle was coming together for you. And you have a Queen of Pentacles. So with this Queen of Pentacles, it speaks of you stabilizing yourself or something like that is what I'm hearing. You stabilize yourself and you call judgment on the situation. What's going on with this Queen of Pentacles? Eight of Swords. So with this Eight of Swords, it speaks of you not knowing about what type of toxic energy somebody was in. Some type of devil-like mentality. Something about somebody being trapped in their shadow self, the whole nine. You were unaware of this. So it's something about like time. You operating with time or something like that. Like again, you being told, you being led. Like yeah, you were blind to the actions that were being taken around you, but you could feel, you could sense that something was off. And you more so gave it to God, baby. Start listening to the divine. Start actually listening to yourself. How an individual will make you feel. What movements, what actions. You know what I mean? It's something awakened in you. What's going on with the Six of Cups? Yeah. But see, you thought this person was trustworthy. This Seven of Cups, this illusion. Look, you got a Seven of Cups, a Nine of Wands. It's something about you protecting yourself from these illusions or these mental games, emotional games that this person was playing. Yeah. So it was something about an illusion when you came to view this person. Again, it was some type of innocence, like some type of admiration or something like that. Like some type of mutual exchange, you know, that you had with somebody, but it was an illusion. And once you came to realize it was an illusion, something changed, something ended, something metamorphed when it came to this conflict that this person was able to create with you. It's like, again, somebody was competing with you for your energy. But you have Nine of Wands. So it's some type of protection, you know, when it came to this High Priestess energy that was hidden. So it's something, again, that you were made aware of. When it came to your protection, it's really given that your protection got stronger or something like that in a situation. It's like you were protected in the physical, but then you double down on your spiritual protection or something like that too. What's going on with this Nine of Wands? You know, this Nine of Wands is the wounded healer, though. It speaks of you learning from your past experiences and, again, putting the guard up. Yeah. So something was unpredicted, though, when it came to this energy. That's the Wheel of Fortune. It speaks of life cycles, you know. It speaks of good omens, good luck, good karma, you know. I'm still hearing again, too, what goes around comes around. Full circle type energy. Yeah, so even with this Queen of Swords, it's something that you know. It's something that you know. And again, you able to use your foresight. With you using your foresight, you know which route to take in a situation. Like, and you not returning back to some shit that you already done figured out. Look, Ten of Swords when it comes to this Seven of Swords. So it caused some type of painful ending. Your stability causes some type of painful ending or something like that. When it comes to somebody who you could not trust. Somebody being able to betray you. This is somebody that was close to you, though, you know. So, again, it's something about your eyes being open. The Star card, 17, enlightenment. You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it hurt, but it's really giving me that you're the type of person where you real raw with yourself, where it's like You would rather go through that hurt than unknowingly keep somebody who's deceiving you around type energy. You know, friends, family, hell, lover, anybody, child, hell, stranger on the street. You can feel people, and you ain't playing with what you feel. You trusting yourself a whole hell of a lot more. Yeah, so somebody wasn't expecting you to put your guard up because they thought that they had got away, you know, with the actions that they had taken towards you. But yeah, somebody was trying to cause some type of painful ending, though, unbeknownst to you. Some type of mental breakdown or something like that. Like somebody, it's really given that they wanted to target, you know, your self-love, which lets me know that you are indeed, you know, a very abundant person. You do love yourself. You know how to care. You know how to nurture. You know how to present. You know how to make it happen. You know. And Spirit says somebody just drugged down and you don't look like what you've been through. So somebody has an issue with the way that you look, the way that you present. Look, Knight of Swords in the reverse, this Justice. Somebody is pissed off, baby, when it comes to these options that you have. Because they wanted to compete with you. But they already yours. Look, Seven of Pentacles, they was invested in this. They was invested in the protection that came along with your authority is what it is. That was the umbrella that they wanted. So somebody wanted to be able to run around and do whatever it was that they wanted to do and not be held accountable. Look, Devil energy in the reverse. That's what was unpredicted, that you actually released yourself from this devil energy. Somebody was very invested in keeping you bound to them, keeping you tied to them. It's something with your shadow self, karmic cycles, you know what I mean? Like, again, they felt like they just knew how you would respond in a situation. And it seems like you even surprised yourself. Look, Four of Pentacles. See, because this person was going to continue to betray you. They were going to continue to be sneaky, continue to be mischievous, continue to be in the shape-shifting energy. And you wasn't going for it. It's as simple as that. It's something about, again, them being unfair. Them being stingy, you know. Again, you the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, baby. You sitting up here, you booming, church is chicken. You know. And they felt like they was going to breadcrumb you. They wasn't going to give you what, you know what I mean, was due to you. They were going to make it harder for you to ascend. See, Five of Swords. See, I told you. Because it's even like they was going to make it harder for you to ascend, but it's mainly to help them pay off their debt. And see, it's wild because you were dealing with somebody who was constantly racking up debt and still trying to pay off past debt. You know, that again, physical, spiritual, whatever. You was dealing with somebody who was fighting demons. They was battling demons, baby. And they wanted you to come along with them and get into this spiritual warfare with them. Help them fight their demons. Five of Swords, yeah. It was some type of mental manipulation that you decided to release. Again, when it came to you trying to figure out the different ways of this person. Like somebody just wanted to win at all costs. Again. It's like it wasn't even personal, or it was personal, right? Because they wanted your authority. But what I mean when I say it wasn't personal, like this is the type of person that will betray their parent, their child. Like they don't have any loyalty. They don't have a heart. You know? So again, Five of Cups. When it came to this decision that somebody actually made, they in regret though. That's why they feel a certain type of way. They pissed off. Because it ain't nothing that they can do about the way that they feel. You have a Ten of Pentacles, your divine inheritance, your spiritual gifts, what was handed down to you from your ancestors, what your bloodline worked for. Yeah. Somebody feels as if they disgraced their bloodline, though, because they were not supposed to try to come up to battle with you or go to combat with you like that. But they was invested in the protection, you know what I mean? Like, They felt like if they win this, you know, this would be the level up type thing. It's like a all or nothing. Like somebody was willing to bet, like the risk that they were willing to take was real high. The stakes were real high. And it's given that it landed them in a lower position than what they initially started off in. Look, 4 wands in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. Somebody did not get a victory. They didn't get success with this. This is some type of breakdown, some type of conflict amongst the home, some type of fighting. You know what I mean? Like, somebody, yeah, no. No. They was real restrictive. I don't know how they thought that they were actually going to get this again. 10 of Pentacles with them behaving the way that they was behaving. 3 of Swords in the reverse. It's something with somebody being heartless or something like that. You know, again, with the mental manipulation, like somebody wants to reconcile, but they still don't want to be completely honest with you about everything that they did, why they did it or anything like that, because they want to continue to do it. It has a lot to do with the power that you embody. I kid you not. So it's something about somebody wanting to be around you. If it's somebody that you deal with on like an intimate level, they want to have intercourse with you. It's something about them, like your ideas, you talking. It's like, baby. Yeah. They still not the same. You know what I mean? It's giving some type of divorce or something like that. Some type of breaking of a contract, separation, distance. You know, you just left it alone. 10 of Cups. Yeah, somebody didn't care what it was that they had to do in order to get their dreams filled is what it is. Their desires met. And they were going to mentally manipulate everybody connected to them is really what is given to give, like this little fake world, this desire world that they wanted. But it has a lot to do with somebody presenting themselves like they're satisfied and then expressing dissatisfaction. So I feel like you witness this person being fake a lot. You witness how they would do people. It's something with, again, though, this toxic energy. You got 10 of Cups down here, 5 of Cups up there. That's 15. That's the Devil card again. Somebody wanted some type of demonic-ass, cult-ass family energy. Like somebody wanted to put their family on the map when it came to spiritual recognition, some type of energy in the spiritual streets or something. You know what I mean? Somebody, yeah. Yeah. I'm hearing something about taking demon slayer energy to become the biggest, baddest demon type thing. Like somebody wanted to be invincible or something like that. But when it came to them getting their desires met, something changed quickly. What's this 8 of Wands energy? Page of Cups. Somebody actually had some type of creative blockages. They didn't receive some type of notification or messages or something that, you know, again, they would be in regret. Page of Pentacles sideways. When it came to this 10 of Pentacles, they wouldn't really be able to manifest their dreams like that. 6 of Wands sideways. And a reputation would take some type of blow. Star card energy. Yeah, somebody was trying to keep faith in a situation that wasn't going nowhere. Is what it is. They hadn't done what they needed to do in order to manifest this 10 of Pentacles simply so they wouldn't get in it. Yours was protected. To hell with them being tied to you. To hell with any contracts again. They thought that they had you bound or something like that in some way, shape, or form. Like you were tied to them. Like you would have to go through some type of lifestyle. It's like somebody was trying to convince you that you were stuck on some type of karmic cycle or something like that. But it's something that somebody excessively did, you know, when it came to the public eye. Like it's something that somebody continuously did in order to receive support. Some type of actions that was taken. And again, they didn't get a victory. Star card. Something was alchemized. It's something with attainment, enlightenment. Something being nurtured, poured into when it came to this moving on. You know, like some did not go as planned. You know, it's really giving that somebody hyped themselves up and thought that they were stronger than what they was. You have a Page of Pentacles. This person is still doing the same thing. juggling. You know what I mean? There's multiple priorities trying to get this 10 of Cups. Yeah. King of Swords. Like, you have mental clarity of who this person is, period. You know? So it's something about, you know, if you was able to get yourself away from this person, like, you not going back, because this person is not only still doing the same things that they was doing, you know, that made your antennas go up, but they're also doing it to other people. Like, they're continuously in the same energy. Like, somebody is on a karmic loop. They're bound to this devil energy, this demonic energy. They needed your protection in order to get them to the next level, because it's something about them safely being able to go through portals. But you stepped into your own energy. You acknowledged and accepted and anchored into your own protection. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, they can't get nothing from you. They can't get nothing from you. You know, and it just is what it is, Libra. Like, ain't nothing else to be said about it. If they say, baby, come back, look, but they still want to blame it all on you is the thing. And that's one thing that you ain't going for. You ain't going for it at all. Shit, you doing a good job with keeping yourself contained and not getting in that blackout energy. What you tell them, they got out safe the first time, they might just want to leave you alone. Just leave you alone. Because the same emotions that you had, you ain't even got none of that shit no more. Queen of Cups ain't came out in this motherfucker not once. Not once. Neither did the King of Cups. So what I'm saying, masculine, feminine, ain't no emotions. What they say, you better go play somewhere safe. You know? Like on the eye or something, you better go on. You better go on. You know? So, that was your read, Libra.